roll don't fold, fold don't roll, roll and fold, or fit your clothes to the packing cube. There are so many different packing cube hacks that people share online to help you fit more clothes in your packing cube and pack more strategically. But what is the best way to use packing cubes? Today we are putting all of those methods to the test. This video comes just in time because I'm actually packing for a trip today. We leave tonight. So this is gonna help me pack as few packing cubes as possible and as strategically as possible. So I'm really looking forward to that. As you can see, I just have one single packing cube that I'm going to be testing today. It is a very standard size packing cube. I have tried a few different brands of packing cubes, and this seems to be a very standard size. And I'm going to be testing a variety of different clothing articles. So we have bulky sweatshirts, some thin t-shirts, and even a puffer jacket so that you can kind of gauge exactly how all of these clothing articles fit best in a single packing cube and kind of truly test these different methods. So let's get to it. All right, so here is the packing cube that we are going to be packing. Again, a very standard large size packing cube to pack your clothes in, as well as the clothes that I am packing for my trip today. I have a winter puffer coat, a bulky sweatshirt, and then some shirts, pants, pajamas, etc. I'm gonna put some of this to the side for now. We'll do one article of clothing at a time so you can get a really good idea at how I am packing these and testing each packing cube packing method. Let's start with the roll don't fold method because I feel like that is the most common one that you hear about. And I have mentioned in my other videos that I roll and fold typically, which I'll show you later. And typically I would fold my bulky clothes and roll my thin clothes. So it's gonna be really interesting to officially test and compare the two. So we're gonna start with our bulkiest item first. And I have a whole other video on how I fold bulky clothes for travel. But because we're rolling, I'm just gonna partially fold. I find that when I'm rolling my clothes, folding the clothes in half before I roll really helps me roll the clothing article, because obviously it's a lot easier to roll something that's folded in half as opposed to a single layer of non-folded clothing. So just fold that once in half. I'm gonna flip it upside down and roll from the bottom to the top. That is generally what is suggested online. So we are going to do that. And I'm gonna start with my bulkiest item first because the thin clothing and less bulky clothing articles can easily fit once they're rolled into all of the little crevices. So I'm gonna start with my bulkiest items first. So that means I am also going to roll this puffer coat first. It'll be really interesting to see if this all fits in one packing cube with the rolling method. So again, I'm just gonna do one simple half fold, just something to get the roll started. And I'm rolling from the bottom up once again. Not the cleanest roll in my life, but you get the idea. And I'm gonna put that into the packing cube next to my bulky sweatshirt. So now you can see that there are a few little crevices left in this packing cube. That's where we're gonna start packing the thinner clothing articles. This is the stack of clothes that I am packing for this trip. I'm just going to quickly roll these, doing the same thing I did with the bulky clothes, folding each article once in half and then rolling from the bottom up. It's also probably worth noting that I know a lot of people like the rolling method because it helps prevent wrinkles. So just want to make sure that there are no creases in your roll, and that'll help prevent wrinkles. Now the moment of truth to see if we can zip this packing cube after rolling all of our clothes. It's a little bit tight, but I think we'll be able to get it. And voila, we were able to fit all of the clothes that I am packing for this very quick 2-day trip in one single packing cube with the rolling method. However, as you can see, there is not much room left in the packing cube. There's not room to close the compression zipper unless I really tried hard, and maybe I could, but I really don't think so. It is pretty stuffed. Now let's try folding to fit the packing cube. Okay, so next we're gonna fold our clothes instead of rolling them to see how it compares when packing the packing cube. And the tip that I've seen, the packing hack that I've seen online when you're folding is to fold your clothing articles to fit the exact dimensions of your packing cube. So that's what we're going to test. And again, I'm gonna start with my bulkiest clothes. I'm gonna move these out of the way for now too, so that you can fully see the fold that I'm doing. I'm going to fold over the packing cube just so that I know that I'm folding to the exact dimensions of the packing cube. And I'm going to use the folding methods that I show in my How to Pack Bulky Clothing Articles video. So I'm going to first fold one side and the sleeve down. Then I'm going to fold the second side over to pretty much the exact dimensions of this packing cube. Fold the sleeve down once again. And then I'm going to fold the top to match the dimensions of the packing cube as close as I can, just like so. And as you can see, it's already almost full. This packing cube is already pretty full just doing this, but we're gonna keep going to see if we can also fit everything with this method. So next, we're going to attempt to pack the puffer jacket, doing the same fold to the dimensions of the packing cube. Bring the sleeve down, fold it into the approximate dimensions of the packing cube. Fold the sleeve down, and then I'm gonna also bring the hood down. This is going to be a tough one. Typically, also side note, typically I would use a vacuum seal bag for this puffer bag, but for the sake of this video, so that you get a really good idea about packing bulky clothing articles, I'm just going to put it in the packing cube, or at least attempt to. Then I'm going to fold it as close to the packing cube dimensions as I can, like so. Actually, in hindsight, I feel like it would have been better to pack this one first so that there was some weight from the sweatshirt to hold it down. I'm just gonna switch them really quick. There, now it has some weight to kind of press that puffer down and press some of the air out of that puffer jacket. And already I can see like there is not much crevice space to put the thinner clothes. It would still shut easily, but I'm a little bit worried that this is not gonna be packing as well as the roll don't fold method. But alas, let's try. So this pajama shirt's actually pretty much already folded to the exact dimensions of the packing cube. Same with these pants. Just gonna maybe fold them a little bit at the bottom instead of the top, because the top also has the waistband. So this will help balance that out a little bit. And then leggings, I think I can probably manage to pack 2 pairs of leggings side by side within the dimensions of the packing cube. I'm also going to put them the waistbands opposite of each other to help balance out that thicker waistband on both the leggings. Now I have this simple t-shirt that I'm going to refold with the same folding method as my bulky clothing articles, because I think that'll be the easiest to fit it to the dimension of the packing cube. I'll fold the sleeves in and down, trying to prevent any weird creases that will make my shirt wrinkly in the suitcase. And then I'm going to fold this up and fold this down. That looks pretty equal to the dimensions of the packing cube, and this will be interesting to see if it zips. We still have one more thing to attempt to pack in order for it to tie with the rolling method. So I have one more shirt that I'm going to fold the same way. I'm packing to the dimensions of the packing cubes, bringing each side toward the center of the whole shirt, smoothing out any possible wrinkles, bringing it to the outside of the packing cube, bringing this down to the dimensions of the packing cube. Now for the moment of truth. I do not know if this is gonna zip, I'm gonna be honest. Well, maybe. It's gonna be a little bit tougher, I think. Now if we can just get this side shut. Putting my zipper at risk here. Hopefully it doesn't rip on me. For the sake of this video, I will try. All right, she is zipped. So we got the exact same amount of clothing in the exact same size packing cube by folding the clothes to the fit of the packing cube versus rolling. However, I will say that although it's zipped, it did not zip as easily as the rolled clothing. And I think it's because with the rolled clothing, you can easily stuff the thin clothes into all the little crevices so that it's not as tall, and then it zips a lot easier without that extra height. But we were still able to manage to pack everything with this packing cube method. So now let's try our last packing cube method by combining the two, rolling and folding, which I've mentioned in my other videos. So I'll take these out and set them to the side. So with the roll and fold method that I've mentioned in my other videos, it'll be interesting to see how it actually compares to the other two methods because I've never officially tested and compared them side by side. And basically I fold the bulky clothing and roll the thin clothing. And I'm going to start with my thin clothes instead. With the roll and fold method, I am going to start by rolling my thin clothes just like I did in the very first method test by kind of folding them in half so that they're easy to fold as opposed to like just a thin single piece of fabric. Gives you a little more density to fold with, but you don't fold the whole piece of clothing, obviously. So then I'm going to start by rolling bottom up. And I'm going to do that with all of my thin clothing articles, packing them tightly into the bottom of the packing cube. Okay, I have all of my thin clothing articles rolled in the bottom of the packing cube, and you can already see that there's still a huge gap here that I'm going to pack my sweatshirt in. I think it'll fit perfectly there if I also roll it. So when I'm packing, my methodology kind of is that I always start with rolling my thin clothes because the bulky clothes fold really well on top from my experience. So if I have a gap like this though, in the bottom still of my packing cube after I've rolled everything else, I will take the thinner of the bulky items and try to roll it and fill that space. So for this example, that would be this sweatshirt. And that leaves us with this top portion of the packing cube above the thin rolled clothing articles for that puffer jacket folded. And then it is ready to zip. And there you go. All of the clothes also fit in the packing cube using that method. I will say this zipped way easier than just the folded clothes, probably about the same easiness of zipping as rolling all the clothes. And there you have it. We have officially completed the ultimate test to the best way to pack packing cubes. As you saw throughout this video, no matter how we packed these packing cubes, we were able to fit the exact same surface area of clothing within the packing cube. It just came down to which methods zipped better ultimately. And I think that it is very clear that the winner is, drumroll please, rolling or rolling and folding. I thought those two different methods definitely zipped and packed easier than just folding these clothes, including my bulky puffer jacket, including my bulky sweatshirt. And I will definitely be rolling and rolling/folding more in all of my packing from this day forward, because it has shown that even if you have the same surface area of clothes, they pack better. And now I know that it is because you can easily shove rolled clothes into all the crevices, all the corners of the packing cube, whereas if you're folding, it is a lot harder to do that from what I found in this test. I hope this video was helpful, and I would love to know what your favorite method for packing packing cubes is. Leave a comment below telling me how you pack your packing cubes. And now I have to go actually pack for my trip that we leave for in a few hours. So Other than that, I will see you in the next video. So for now, ciao.